Breaking Free, a message from Grimface. Listen closely, because what I'm about to share changed the course of my life. You've been lied to. Since the day you were born, they told you the rules were there to protect you, to guide you, to make sure society runs smoothly. But here's the truth. The rules were never designed to help you. They were built to control you, to keep you small, quiet, obedient. Every law, every expectation, every unwritten norm is a chain. And until you realize that, you'll remain shackled, limited by the very system that pretends to have your best interest at heart. I believed those lies once. I played by their rules, thinking it would keep me safe, thinking it would lead me to success. But guess what? Playing by their rules didn't get me anywhere. I was stuck. Stuck in a system that rewards mediocrity and punishes anyone daring enough to break free. It wasn't until I started pushing back, questioning everything, that I saw the truth. The rules, they weren't made to protect you or me. They were made to protect them, the people who benefit from your obedience, from your silence. Breaking the rules wasn't easy. When you step out of line, they don't just watch. They come for you. They call you reckless, dangerous, a threat. They'll tell you you're making a mistake, that you're going too far. But all those words, those accusations, they're just more chains. They want to scare you into compliance. They want you to believe that breaking free will destroy you. But I'm here to tell you something. They fear you. They fear anyone who steps outside their carefully constructed boundaries. Not because you're a threat to their safety, but because you're a threat to their control. When you start breaking the rules, you show others that the system isn't as strong as they've been led to believe. You show them that the walls keeping them confined are paper thin. And once you see that, once you understand how easily the rules can be torn apart, you can never go back to living inside the cage. I'll tell you how it happened for me. One day, I just couldn't take it anymore. The frustration of playing by the rules while watching others stay ahead by bending them, it was suffocating. I realized that I was living someone else's life, following someone else's script. So, I made a decision. I was going to break every rule that was holding me back. And let me be clear, it wasn't just about rebellion for rebellion's sake. It was about freedom, true freedom, the kind that requires you to sacrifice everything you think you need for the chance to become something more. When I broke the rules, they said I was reckless. They said I was throwing away my future. But let me tell you something. The moment I stepped out of the cage, I felt something I had never felt before. I felt alive. I felt powerful. And most importantly, I felt free. I stopped asking for permission. I stopped waiting for approval. I started building my life on my terms. And that's when everything changed. But here's the thing. Freedom comes at a cost. It's not comfortable. It's not easy. It's chaotic. You have to give up the security that comes with playing by the rules. You have to let go of the comfort that comes from staying in line. And most people aren't willing to do that. Most people are too scared to step out of their prison, too afraid of the uncertainty that comes with breaking free. But me, I embraced the chaos. I welcomed it, because I knew that the only way to truly live, to truly succeed, was to burn down the illusions that had been keeping me chained. The funny thing is, when you start breaking the rules, when you start tearing down the walls, they don't know what to do with you. They call you names. They try to label you, to box you in. But those labels, they're meaningless. They're just another attempt to control you, to put you back in your place. Once you've tasted freedom, once you've felt what it's like to be unchained, nothing else will ever satisfy you. I didn't want the comfort of playing it safe anymore. I wanted something real. And that's what breaking the rules gave me. Real power, real control, real freedom. The kind of freedom that comes when you stop caring what they think, when you stop living by their expectations and start living by your own. Let me tell you, breaking free is the most terrifying and exhilarating thing you will ever do. They will try to stop you. They will throw everything at you to pull you back into the cage. But here's the thing. Once you've broken the rules, once you've seen the truth, there's no going back. You can't unsee it. You can't go back to pretending that the system works, that the rules are fair. You've seen through the illusion, and that knowledge makes you unstoppable. When I broke free, I didn't just destroy the rules. I created new ones. I built a life that wasn't confined by their expectations. I stopped living for them and started living for me. And yes, it was messy. Yes, I had to sacrifice a lot. But what I gained was worth more than anything I lost. I gained control over my life, over my future, and most importantly, over myself. They'll tell you that you need the rules, that without them, everything will fall apart. But here's the secret. They're wrong. The rules are a crutch. They're a way to avoid responsibility, a way to avoid facing the truth that we are all free to make our own choices. But most people can't handle that. Most people need someone to blame, someone to tell them what to do, what to think, how to live. But you're different. You've seen that there's more out there than the tiny little boxes they try to trap you in. You've seen that the rules were never about protecting you. They were about keeping you in line, keeping you docile, making sure you never stepped out of place. But once you step out, once you break free, everything changes. For me, the moment I realized the rules were just illusions was the moment I took control. And that's when the real success came. Not when I followed the path laid out for me, but when I ripped that path apart and built my own. It wasn't easy. I had to let go of everything I thought I knew. I had to sacrifice the comfort and security that the rules promised me. But what I got in return, that's something they can never take from me. Here's what they don't want you to know. Breaking the rules isn't just about destruction. It's about creation. It's about tearing down the old so that something new can rise from the ashes. That's what I did. I didn't just tear down the system. I built something better. I built a life that wasn't confined by their rules, by their expectations, by their lies. And here's the best part. Once you've broken the rules, once you've destroyed their system, you get to rewrite the rules. You get to decide what comes next. You get to build something new, something better, something they could never have imagined. That's what real freedom looks like. That's what real success feels like. And let me tell you, it's worth every sacrifice. So ask yourself, are you ready to break free? Are you ready to let go of everything that's been holding you back and embrace the chaos? Because once you do, there's no going back. Once you taste real freedom, real power, you'll never settle for anything less. And that's when you become unstoppable.